Hola, me alegro que puedan estar conmigo hoy. Espero que disfruten la lección de hoy. In today's lesson, I'll be teaching you how to use the subjunctive mood.
Perdóname, professor, but what is subjunctive mood?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, the subjunctive mood is used to express a desire or hope. The subjunctive mood, and it is a mood, is primarily used to express things that are not necessarily facts.
Can you try that in English, professor?
How about I give you an example instead? One might say, I hope that you pass Spanish class. Now this is subjunctive because it is a hope or desire that you pass Spanish class. It's not necessarily a fact that you're passed. It's only something I can hope that you can do. Another thing too is that you have free will. I cannot directly control what you can do. I can only hope that you'll be able to do what I want.
That's muy interesante.
Bueno, now I'm going to give you an example of a non-subjunctive. I was ordered. This is not subjunctive because it's a fact. It was a fact that I was ordered. Now, if this were subjunctive, it would read, if I was ordered, because it's not necessarily true whether or not I was ordered. Now, in Spanish, to do subjunctive, we can use a simple little formula. The formula goes, first subject plus K plus the second subject and the second subject verb. Now here's an example of this. Espero que estés contento. I hope that you are happy. Here we have I hope, which is the subject, that, que, estés contento. You are happy, our second subject and verb.
Wait. You conjugated estar wrong. Should it be estás instead of estés?
Good question, but the answer is no. When it comes to subjunctive, all verbs are going to have different conjugations. For example, AR verbs will be conjugated with an E. ER and IR verbs will be conjugated with an A. So therefore, words such as hablar will be conjugated as hable, hables, hable, hablen, and hablemos. Words such as tener will be conjugated as tenga, tengas, tenga, tengan, and tengamos.
This is starting to make sense now.
Bueno, now in Spanish, there are different forms of the subjunctive mood. I have just taught you present subjunctive, and I will now show you present perfect subjunctive. Present perfect subjunctive is used to describe an action that has happened in the past or is ongoing. In this form of subjunctive, you'll use the verb haber, which is another form of to have. Now the formula for this is the present subjunctive of haber plus the past participle of another verb.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Here's another example that will hopefully help you. Es bueno que hayamos hablado. In this example, we see haber used as we have, followed by hablando, talked, as a second verb. Haber can be conjugated as haya, hayas, haya, hayan, and hayamos. Did that help?
Yeah, it helps a lot, but I think I'm going to need some more practice.
Well, hopefully these next few examples might clarify any issues that you're having. Now, as I said before, subjunctive has many different uses. Its primary use is to describe hopes. However, it can be used to describe doubts, ideas, or suggestions. I'll show you a few examples right now. The first example that we have is dudo que él tenga mi número de teléfono. I doubt he has my telephone number. In this situation, we see the sentence is using doubt. Therefore, it is subjunctive. Our next example will be Mi doctor recomienda que beba más agua. My doctor recommends that I drink more water. This is subjunctive because it is a recommendation. Our next one is Es necesario que Kyle lee este libro. It is necessary that Kyle reads this book. This is saying that it is necessary to do something. It's not mandatory. Just like with the recommendation from the doctor. It's not mandatory. You're not being commanded. So therefore, it's subjunctive. Now, we shall now return to the present perfect mood. Now here are a few examples of the present perfect mood. Lamentamos que ella no haya podido venir a la fiesta. We regret that she will not be able to make it to the festival. Now this is something that happened in the past. As we said before, the present perfect mood is something that can either be in the past, ongoing, or will happen in the future. Our next example is Es posible que ellos hayan vuelto para el gusto. Now, it's important to realize that we still need to use haber. Here it is conjugated as hayan for ellos. Our next example is Me asusto de que usted me haya llamado. Once again, we see the word haya, haber. Now, it's important to realize that in subjunctive, there are some verbs that still need some changing. And there are actually some irregular verbs as well. So here we have the stem changing verbs. Now our stem changing verbs typically go from E to IE, O to UE, and E to I. Some examples of these verbs would be volar, being conjugated to vuela, vuele, or querer, being conjugated to quiera. Both of these terms, we see the O in volar becoming a UE in vuele. And in querer, we see the I becoming we see the E becoming an I, making querer quiera. Next we have preferir becoming prefiera. Dormir becoming duerma. We see the O becoming a UE. Pedir, pida. Servir, serva. Now, as in the past, there are car, gar, and zar verbs. The same rules still apply, where car becomes K, gar becomes gay, zar becomes say. I hope these clear things up for you, and help you be able to understand the subjunctive tense a bit better. Thank you.